Tommy Fury winning in a pathetic way. Tommy Fury celebrating as if he won the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. I mean, he was ecstatic. He was ecstatic to basically have the judges strap him a win. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Hassan's Hits. We had Misfits Boxing this afternoon. Now, before the Logan and Dillon Danis fight, we did have Slim versus Salt Papi. I'm not familiar with these two gentlemen. However, this was the best fight of the night. This was a good fight. You know, Salt Papi looked like he was controlling the whole fight. He was about to win the fight. You know, Slim turns it up late in the fight and gets him out of there. You know, a great knockout victory for him. Now, of course, we get to the long-awaited Dillon Danis versus Logan Paul matchup. And Dillon Danis, who of course has, you know, put everything out there, has crossed lines, promoting this fight, walked into this fight and, listen, shamelessly put forward one of the most pathetic performances of all time. Had me questioning once again if this was scripted and he's supposed to do this. The guy actually didn't want to throw a punch. You know, he attempted to take Logan down. Couldn't even do that. Like, bro, it was one of the most pathetic performances. Whether this is influencer boxing or not, even if this was a cafeteria fight at school, this is quite literally one of the most pathetic performances I've ever seen. I've seen him, you know, fight in Bellator before. He's horrible. He's just a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He doesn't have any stand-up to his game. He is horrendous. And I would be surprised if any promotion ever invites him back for a fight after this. I would be really surprised. You know, can he build up a fight? Sure. But if he's going to show up like this in an influencer boxing match, we get to the main event. KSI versus Tommy Fury. It was much better than the co-main event, that's for sure. You know, KSI hands down, you know, bouncing around, clinching a lot, but you know, letting his hands go here and there and giving Tommy Fury fits. Tommy Fury had 2 punches to the back of the head. I believe they took away 2 points, which had everybody scratching their heads at the decision, which was Tommy Fury by majority decision. It had everyone scratching their head because if you took away 2 points, I believe it was 2 points. Even if it's 1 point, you know, you could call this a draw at best. But to have Tommy Fury winning in a pathetic way, Tommy Fury celebrating as if he won the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. I mean, he was ecstatic. He was ecstatic to basically have the judges strap him a win against KSI. This is the same guy who told us he's an actual boxer. And before the Jake Paul fight, he said he could beat Jake Paul with a hand tied behind his back. Well, guess what? After this fight, Ariel Helwani tells him, hey, you told everyone you were gonna knock out KSI and anything else would be disappointing. So are you disappointed? And he brings up the fact that he hurt his hand and he couldn't really, you know, throw his right hand for about 6 weeks in the camp. All sorts of things. You said you could beat Jake Paul with a hand tied behind your back, which means you could beat KSI with a hand tied behind your back, right? But now you're complaining about your hand being hurt for 6 weeks, which is why you put up this lackluster performance. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He is an amateur at best. He's on the same level as Jake Paul. He's on the same level as KSI. It didn't surprise me one bit that KSI was in this fight. And I'll tell you what, I honestly thought with the point deductions, KSI won this fight. I'm gonna be super honest, and I'm not, you know, too much into this influencer boxer scene. I'm not even familiar with some of the names. So I pay attention to real boxing. And I'm telling you guys right now, to me, it looked like, including the point deductions, KSI did enough to win the fight. Let me know what you guys thought. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.